Hi everyone, my name is Christine and I'm here today to bring you a yoga and bar flow workout today. So we're going to have about 80% bar, 20% yoga. And as far as props go, we'll just need our yoga mat, a bar or a sturdy chair to hang on to. And we're also going to use a set of light dumbbells, a Pilates ball, and a looped resistance band. But you can do this entire workout equipment free as well. And we'll go ahead and get started. All right, so we'll start today at the back of our mat, just feeling grounded through the feet. Take a nice deep inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. One more nice complete deep breath just like that. And exhale, let it go. Next inhale, arms sweep all the way up tall. And then we're just gonna drop one arm, take a little side stretch. Inhale, come back up, and then take that same side stretch to the other side. Inhale, rise to Tadasana. This time we open up the arms to cactus, open the heart, lift the chest, gaze up. Arms sweep up one more time, and then we take it all the way down to the mat, finding forward fold. So letting the head hang loose, just feeling a nice stretch on the back of the legs. Maybe if you'd like to clasp opposite elbows here, or sway a little bit side to side, just releasing any and all tension. Letting those hands drip down to the mat. Slide the hands up to the shins, extend the spine and gaze forward. And then we'll walk it out to plank pose. So finding a nice strong plank here, pressing back into the heels, lifting and rotating the quadriceps in towards each other, pulling the belly button to spine and pressing away from the mat with fingers spread wide. Take an inhale here and exhale, bring it all the way down to the mat. Untucking the feet, press into the palms, lift the chest, baby cobra. Exhale, lower down. Rise onto the toes, hip shift high and back, coming into downward facing dog. Go ahead and pedal out the feet here, just pressing one heel back to the mat, and then the next. Lengthening out the calves and stretching those Achilles tendons. Bringing both heels down towards the mat, hips lift high and pull back. Chest lengthens towards the earth, and just let the head just fall inside the arms here. Take a nice deep breath in and out. We're gonna walk the feet into the hands. Take that through just one more time. The head comes up last. Inhale, arms sweep all the way up. Exhale, take that side stretch, elbow pulls down. Inhale, back up, and take that same stretch to the other side. Inhale, rise. Exhale, open up the arms to cactus. Arms come all the way back up, and then we swan dive all the way down to forward fold. Hands to the shins, half lift. Walk it out to plank pose. So moving a little quicker this time. Going all the way down to the mat. Untuck the feet. Press into the palms, lift the chest. Lift the hips and the knees. Pressing into the tops of the feet, finding full upward facing dog. Exhale, lower the knees, rise to the toes. Hips shift high and back. Downward facing dog. We'll walk the feet in. Start to rise up slow and come into our cardio standing warm up today. All right, so finding a nice stance here just in the center of your mat. So the mat having plenty of room on both sides. We're gonna go side to side. Arms can circle in front at shoulder height, and then just point the toes out a little bit of an angle. We're gonna take it into a side to side plie right here. So side and side. As you go side to side, make sure you have equal weight in both legs, and we're not pressing into that outside knee. So sinking weight into the hips. We've got 4 more right here. Last 2, last 1. All right, we're gonna bring it up to releve and lower down, lift, lower. So arms are just going to that shoulder height. This should feel really nice on those calf muscles. 2 more. Then we sink to a swinging squat. Arms go back and up. So again, just stopping at that shoulder height, because we're gonna put all three of those things together. 2 side-to-side plies, 1 releve, and 1 swinging squat. Here we go. So it's 2 side-to-side, 1 lift, 1 squat. All right, you got it. 2 side-to-side, 1 lift, 1 squat. All right, you got it this time. Rise and sink. Side, side, lift, and lower. Can we do that just a couple more times? Nice big body movements here. Getting that heart rate up, warming up the full body. And drop. Last time through. All right, and we hold that squat right here. Arms can come all the way up this time. All the way back and all the way up. Weights going back to the heels. 4 here. 3, 2. Last one. Arms stay up. And then just start to lift one leg. Flex the foot. Hands heart center. We're going to step that same leg back to lunge. Sink down right here. Pulse for 3, step in. So it's 3, 2, 1, rise up. 3, 2, 1, and rise. Keep that going. This is when we start to get into those strength moves. All right, we've got 4 more right here. Step in. 3. Step in, last 2. Last 1. All right, we're gonna go squat to knee lift here. So it's squat, knee lift, squat, knee lift. This one works on the balance as well. And just as a nice little transition here, before we hold that other knee up, hold the knee up, hold. So going to the other side and stepping it back, find that lunge position right here. Pose for 3, 2, 1, step in. 3, 2, 1, step in. As you do this, make sure that front knee is not going really beyond those front toes. So we want to make sure that we're in a nice aligned lunge here. Back knee comes straight down from the hip. We've got 2 more. Last one. All right, we're back to that combo. So reset in the center. Toes face out a little bit. Arms circle in front, side to side plies, side and side. 1 lift, 1 swing, side to side. 1 releve, 1 squat. We've got 2 more with that combo here. Lift, swing back, last time. Lift here. And hold that chair pose, hold. So weights going back to the hips and the heels. Make sure you can see and wiggle all 10 toes. Catch your breath right here, stay strong. Inhale, exhale, rise. All right, we're gonna step to the back of our mat. One more time. I'm just gonna move this bar out of my way, make sure that we're not kicking it. We're gonna find a Tadasana mountain pose. Inhale, arms sweep all the way up. Exhale, bring it all the way down to the mat. And we're gonna walk it out to plank pose. So finding that nice, strong plank. One line, one straight line of energy from the heels all the way through to the crown of the head. So we're not up here or sinking in, but one nice straight line. Right leg's gonna pulse up for 3, and then crunch to the same knee, same elbow rather. And crunch, so pulse, 2, 3, crunch, pulse, 2, 3, and crunch. Step that leg down, reset, take it to the left side, up, 2, 3, crunch, press, 2, 3. Supporting leg is strong and straight. 3, 2, 1, crunch. Hold plank here. Inhale. Exhale, press it back to downward facing dog. Inhale, come to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. We've got one more, just like that. Roll forward. Exhale, press back. All right, this time we hold the plank pose and lower down onto the forearms. Fingertips face forward. Just start a little side to side tap. Side, side. All right, so we're gonna take this into a little pendulum swing. So a little hop out and then swing that leg to the side. See if you can do this. I know those shoulders are burning, but you can stick with me. Yes, you can for 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop to that belly. Just walk the hands forward a little bit. Find Sphinx pose. Pressing into the belly, lifting the heart, just resting here for a moment. Finding your breath. Exhale, lower down. Bring the hands next to the chest. Rise onto the toes. Shift all the way back to downward facing dog. Holding here. And then come forward to plank. All right, 3 pulse lift here. Right leg. And then we're going to crunch to the opposite elbow. So it's 3, 2, 1. Crunch, cross. 3, 2, 1. Cross. 3, 2, 1. Cross. Set that leg down. Reset. And we go to the left side. Pulse. 3, 2, 1. Crunch across. 3, 2, 1. Almost finished here. 2 more. Crunch, cross. Last one. Crunch, press it back to child's pose. Knees sink to the mat, hips sink back towards the heels. Resting the arms, resting the shoulders, and finding a nice stretch for the back right here. All right, taking a couple deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. All right, and we're going to stay down on the mat for this next one. Working the triceps and the core. All right, so finding a reverse tabletop. So the fingertips will face the body, feet walk in, and then just lift the hips right here until they can hover over the mat. We're gonna dip it down right here, lower and lift, lower and lift. So elbows are going straight back, and we just worked the shoulders, so you'll feel this stretching the shoulders as well. And that's okay. All right, we're going to start to add some leg lifts here, right and left, right and left. So we're not tapping all the way down, but just hovering over that mat. All right, this time right leg stays up. Hold here. Tiny little press into those triceps. Woo, feel that burn. We've got 8 counts here. 7, 6, 5, last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Place the foot down. Inhale, lift the body, stretching those shoulders. Exhale, lower. We've got one more lift up. Inhale. Exhale, release. All right, drop the hips to the mat. Legs lift this time to 90 degrees. Arms come out right here, Navasana boat pose. Inhale, bring it all the way back to canoe. And then all the way back to boat. Inhale, extend. Exhale, come up. We've got 2 more, just like that. Lower as far as you can without touching that mat. This one really gets those abs shaking. And hold. All right, we're going to place the feet down. Fingertips face the body once more. Back to the tricep dips. Right here, down and lift. Lower. Lift, lower, lower. We've got 4 more. Then we're gonna add those leg lifts in 2 and 1. All right, left leg first, left and right, left and right. 4 more, staying strong. All right, we leave the left leg up this time, left leg here, tiny pulse. Last push for the triceps. 8 counts to finish. 8, 7, 6, 5. Last 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. All right, nice job. I'm going to take a Tollassana counter pose to boat pose. So just find a comfortable cross-legged seat and then bring the arms down right by the hips. See if you can just lift the hips off the mat, just opening up through the spine right here. Exhale, lower down, and then clasp fingers behind your body. Squeeze the shoulder blades, open the chest, gaze up a little bit. Exhale, float forward, and then just lift the arms a little bit here. So this is a very active shoulder stretch. Inhale, rise up. All right, you guys, we're gonna come up now, grabbing the weights. So I'm gonna use a 3-pound weights today. Anywhere between 2 and 4, I think, is great for barre. You can always go heavier though, if you want to. We're gonna set up in a second position, wide, knees and toes tracking out at 45-degree angle from the body, sinking down into the hips, and then not hinging forward here, but staying nice and upright. Elbows to the sides. Bring it up and down right here. Lift, lower. So we're gonna work the biceps and the legs with this one. Nice full range movements. All right, hold it down at the bottom. Just one side with a little heel pop. So we're working all sides of those arms, all in succession right here. So your arms might be feeling a bit tight. That's good. All right, we're gonna have nice, strong and toned arms. Switch to the other leg. Opposite side curls with that little heel pop. We've got 4 here. 3, 2, and 1. Take it back, full range. Reach out at the top and pull it in. Out, pull in. So weights going back to the hips. Pelvic floor is lifted, pulling the belly button to spine. Next time, pause at the top, add a bicep curl and pull it in. So it's out, curl, and down, lift, curl. And you can always change the angle that your arms are at too. If this is not working for you, you can take it straight out if you want. Give that a try. And in, out, curl, and in. We've got 2 more. Last one, then we hold at the bottom. Little pulse here, just a tiny lift into the arms and into the legs. Tiny press away. Can you sink a little bit lower? 8 more counts. Last 4, 3, 2. Hold here. We're gonna start to lift the heels and the arms. So you can do 1 heel at a time, or if you want a balance challenge, you can try both heels, both arms at the same time. This is when it's really important to have that external rotation in the feet. Otherwise, you're just gonna fall forward. All right, keep that going. We've got 4 more right here. Challenge yourself. 3, 2, hold those heels high. Arms drop, tiny pulse to finish. See if you can lift the arms out. Full extension here. 8 counts. 6, 5, last 4, 3, 2, 1, rise up. All right, nice job. We are keeping 1 dumbbell for the next one, and we're gonna grab the ball and come on over to the bar. All right, so for this one, we're gonna place the ball between the thighs. Dumbbell is in one hand, doesn't matter which one. Rise up into releve, and then sink down about halfway. I'm gonna come into a shoulder press here. Press away. So just the shoulder at first. Nice light touch on that bar. Nice tight squeeze on the ball. All right, we're gonna start to add the legs here. So we're pressing in opposition here. Just gonna show you guys what it looks like from the front. So we're right here. 2 more. All right, hold at the bottom. We're gonna rotate, come back. Rotate, come back. It's a little slower here. One more time, then we're gonna put those things together. All right, so we press, rotate, and rise. Press, rotate, come back, rise, down, press, and up, lower, and rise. We've got 4 more. So this one works the obliques as well as the shoulder and the biceps and the inner thighs because we've got the ball as well. All right, hold it down, hold. We're gonna lower with a little ball squeeze at shoulder height. So squeezing on that ball as you press out. We've got 4 right here, 3, 2, hold everything out and just squeeze. Can you get a tiny bit lower with those legs? We've got 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise up. All right, we're switching to the other side. Starting in that releve, legs halfway down. Bring the other elbow up and shoulder press to start. Press away. So just a nice light touch here. And you can do this whole thing with just one hand on the bar like I showed from the front. Just having something a little bit steady to hang on to. We're gonna add those legs right here. Press down, pull in, press, in, down. So working in opposition here, which elevates the cardio and the core as well. It just gets your brain thinking a little bit. All right, hold it down here, hold. We're gonna rotate, come back, rotate, come back, rotate, come back. We've got 1 more. Now we put it all together. Press, rotate, come back, rise up. Press, rotate, and rise. Down, side, and up, down, rotate, and up. All right, stick with this for 4 more. Let's think about those heels again. Can you lift them a tiny bit higher? And releves are always optional as well. So you can do this whole thing flat-footed if you want. All right, hold right here, hold. We're gonna press out and squeeze the ball. And squeeze, press, press. We've got 4 right here, 4, 3, 2, hold it out. Just squeeze the ball for 8, 7, 6, last 5, sink down, 4, 3, 2, 1, rise up. All right, we're gonna get rid of the ball and the weights. Grab a quick drink of water, and then we're gonna come into our cardio sequence for today, and then down onto the mat. I feel like we had some cardio already, but this one ups the ante even more. All right, one nice light touch on the bar. Feet are out in second position. Arm goes out to the side. All right, so we're just gonna take it down and up right here. Second position, full plie, full range. We've got 4 here. Now we're gonna take it into a 2-pulse plie, 2-pulse curtsy. Here we go. So it's 2-pulse plie and then 2-pulse curtsy. I'm gonna bring this bar up a little bit so I'm not stepping on that wall. 2-pulse plie and 2-pulse curtsy. 2 and 2. We've got 4 more. As you find that plie, reach the arm out. As you curtsy, reach that arm across. So you should feel it, a nice little tightness in those obliques here. Last one, hold the curtsy lunge. We're gonna go curtsy, knee lift, curtsy, knee lift, curtsy, knee. This is when it's so nice to have that bar to hang on to. We can do all these fun, amazing exercises without falling, right? Let's make it a 3-pulse to the knee. 3-pulse curtsy, 2, 1, and knee. 3, 2, 1, and knee. Last one. Now we go straight, curtsy, plie. Creep the hips low. Keep it low. Moving quick here. We've got 4 more. Out, back, out. 2 more. All right, stay right here. This time we do curtsy, plie, curtsy, knee lift. So we're just putting those last 2 things together. You got it. Join me when you're ready. And knee, curtsy, plie, curtsy, and knee. We've got 4 more right here. And lift. Last 2. Knee lift. Last 1. And rise. All right, nice job. We're gonna come to the other side, and I'm gonna show this one if you don't have a bar. All right, so we're just gonna have one arm out as if we were holding on to something. Other arm goes right here. If you wanna bring your bar to the other side, feel free to do that. I do think this one works better with the bar. All right, 2 pulse here, 2 pulse plie, 2 pulse curtsy, 2 pulse plie, and curtsy. So keeping it nice and low. It's okay to have a little hinge forward in this one. Just make sure that your knees are comfortable. Out and back. Arm reaches out, arm reaches across. Squeezing those obliques on the curtsy. All right, we hold that curtsy lunge. Curtsy, knee lift. Curtsy, knee lift. So if you don't have a bar, just take it into a little tap right here. If you do have the bar, go ahead and touch that. Bring it into a full knee lift. All right, can you take it 3 pulse here? 3, 2, 1, and rise. 3, 2, 1, and lift. So if you don't have the bar, you're right here. If you do, you're up here with that knee. All right, curtsy, plie, curtsy, plie. Keep those hips nice and low. We are coming home, friends. 4 here. 3, 2. All right, curtsy, plie, curtsy, knee, curtsy, plie, curtsy, knee lift, curtsy, plie, curtsy, and knee. All right, keep that going. Woo, all right. We've got 4 to finish. Curtsy, plie, curtsy, and knee. See, it was tougher without that bar. All right, if you're without it, give that tap. Last 2. Last 1. All right, hold that second position. Hold right here. Arms all the way up. Lift those heels, static hold. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press away from that mat. All right, we're gonna come over to a little quad stretch here. So just grab one knee, one foot, bring the knees together, and just have a nice little stretch. Bringing a nice relaxed feel into that right quad. Bring it down, other foot lifts. Press the knees together. Make sure you have a nice tall spine. Letting the breath come down as well. That one's a lot of cardio, friends. Lots of big body work. Hold here, just a couple more seconds. And release. Nice job. We're gonna bring it down to the mat now. So go ahead and make sure that you have your ball and your weights near you, but we're not gonna use them for this first one. All right, bringing it down all the way to the mat. Legs go up the wall, flex the feet, hands support the head. We're gonna bend, press out, and lift right here. Bend, press out, and lift. So holding the chin up, but hands support the head right here. Bringing that belly button into the spine. Bend, press, lift. Bend, press, lift. We've got 2 more, just like that. Last one. All right, now we grab that ball, bring it back up the wall, legs back up the wall, and thread the needle here. Legs drop, and just thread that ball underneath. Lowering each leg to hover over that mat. 4 here, 3, 2, 1. Ball between the thighs, bend the knees, and we just curl up right here. Curl, curl, curl. All right, hold it up, ball squeeze. So holding the top of that curl, pressing the abdominals into the mat. Hold here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're gonna bring that ball out here and grab the band for the next one. So you can stay on your back this whole time if you want to, placing the band around the outer thighs. So this one's a great one with the band, but you can also do it equipment free. Bring those legs back up. Feet can be flexed or pointed, it's up to you. And then just separate until you can feel a little stretch on that band. We're gonna lower and lift each leg right here. So just lowering to about 45 degrees. If you want a little extra, only bring the legs up to 45. It's up to you. All right, we're gonna press out on that band. So it's 1 open, 1 leg drop. 1 open, 1 leg drop. Press out, lower down. Press out and lower. We've got 4 more right here. And depending on how stretchy your band is, you might be able to drop a little further. Or if you have a really tight band, keep those legs at 45 and just move a little bit. All right, just the right leg presses out at the side this time. See if you can keep the head up, not rolling the hips. We've got 4 more here. 3, last 2, last 1, left leg. All right, and if this is ever too much for those hip flexors, just go ahead and bend the knees right here. You can still get a lot of work with those knees bent as well. 2 more. Last 1. All right, hug those knees to the chest, lay the head down. Quick break, and then legs go straight back up. This time, flex the feet. We're going to drop and lift the legs. Drop, lift, drop, drop. Just 4 more. 4, 3, last 2, last 1. All right, legs go all the way down to the mat. Arms reach up overhead. Find a nice good morning stretch, lengthening through the core here. Inhale, exhale, release. And we're gonna slide out of the band. All right, we're coming into some glutes for the next one. So for this one, we're gonna grab the ball and place it behind the right knee, coming into all 4s, tabletop. So right leg lifts up, flex the foot, and just have a nice tight squeeze on that ball. We're gonna lower and lift right here. Lower, lift, lower, lift. So hips are square to the mat. So that just means we're not externally rotating like this, but keeping it straight up and down. All right, just lower halfway, halfway, and lift. Halfway, lift. So we're just making the movement a little smaller here. Focusing a little bit more on the glute, a little bit more on squeezing that ball. Heel presses up to the sky. Press, press. Just a tiny lift into that heel. Now switch to squeeze the ball. Last 4 here. 3, 2, 1 lift, 1 squeeze. Up, squeeze, lift, squeeze, press. You can also do this exercise with a dumbbell behind the knee or a little pillow or rolled towel as well. All right, hold here, hold, and release. Switch it to the other side. So ball comes behind that left knee now. Tabletop, and lift up, flex the foot. Drop it down and up, down and up. Lower, lift. 4 here, full range. 2 and 1. Just drop it halfway now. Halfway, lift up. Halfway, lift up. So slowing it down and just making it a little bit tighter of a movement here. Tighter on the glute, tighter squeeze on that ball. All right, leg stays high. Press it up for 8. Can you lift a little higher off those hands? No dumping in like this. Ball squeeze for 8. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 4 here. 3, 2, 1 lift, 1 squeeze. Up, squeeze, lift, squeeze, up, up. 4 to finish. 3, 2. Bring me that static hold. And lower down. All right, nice job. We're gonna come into bridge and chest to finish. And then we're gonna have a nice yoga flow to stretch us out. All right, so bringing those dumbbells along the sides, lower onto the back. Soles of the feet go into the mat. Lifting the dumbbells up over the head. And then lift the hips high, pressing into those hip flexors. We're just gonna lower into a chest press here. So arms only, out and up. Palms can face each other to start here. And then we're gonna switch it up later. We've got 4 here. 3, last 2. Last one, all right, hips only. Dip it down and lift, lower, lift. So as you go down to the mat, just a tiny tap at the bottom, full stretch into those hip flexors at the top. And we put it together now. So it's chest and bridge, open, up, open, up. 4 more right here. Last 2. And everything stays high. All right, walk those feet in a little bit closer to the body and start to lift and lower the heels. As you do this, go ahead and turn those palms to face the knees. 4 here. 3, 2, hold those heels high, just the chest, out and together, out and up. So we are at the full top range of our bridge, pressing into the glutes, up into those hip flexors. Heels are lifted super high, hips only, down, up, lower, lift. You can come all the way down or maybe just to hover, your choice. 4 here, 3, 2, then we put it all together at the top here, bridge and chest, which brings in the core work as well when you use the weights right here. 3 more, 2, and let's do 8 more right here, 8 to finish. Press up, out, up, out, up. Give me your 4 best. Last 2, last one, everything stays high. Tiny lift into the hip flexors, just a tiny press up. 4 here, 3, 2, 1, lower down, drop the weights by the side, and hug those knees into the chest with flexed feet. Nice job, everyone. We are onto the cool down here. We're gonna have a nice yoga flow to stretch us out today. So rolling forward, coming into tabletop, we're gonna start with the wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. So go ahead and start there, and we're gonna start with some cat and cows here. All right, so as you inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart. Exhale, round the spine to cat. Inhale, come through once more. Exhale, round. Start to connect with the breath as you do this. Inhale, exhale, one more time. Exhale, cat. Then we find that neutral spine. Pressing up onto the toes, lift the hips high, downward facing dog. Take some heel presses here. Just pressing one heel back to the mat and then the next. I'm gonna turn around so I can see you guys. Holding that downward facing dog. Making sure your weights are out of your way. And just a nice static hold right here. Inhale, right leg lifts, flex the foot, gaze to the hands, right foot steps through. Arms sweep all the way up, crescent pose, and sink down into the hips. We're gonna lower in front of the thigh. Make sure you're still on the ball of that back foot. And then pull that right arm back in a little twist, gazing back if you can. Inhale, come back center. Arms reach up. And we open it up to Warrior Two pose right here. Nice strong Warrior Two. Hips are open to the wide side of the mat. We're going to bring the forearm to the thigh. Top arm reaches up and over. Extended side angle stretch. Stretching that side body. Inhale, straighten the leg, arms to a T. Triangle pose, making sure to not overextend this knee. Keeping a little bend if that feels good for you. Rise up, find star pose. Fingers and toes reach out to all corners. Hands clasp behind the back. Squeeze the shoulder blades, lift the chest. Exhale, tip forward, arms swing away from the body. Stretching out the shoulders. And then letting those hands fall down to the mat. All right, we're gonna walk the hands to one side, stretching out the backs of the legs. And then walk the hands to the other side, feeling that nice stretch. Hands come back center, engage the core, rise tall, arms out to a T, and we pivot our feet around to the back of our mat, bending into that left knee, Warrior Two, facing the opposite side of the mat right here. Back arm sweeps down, and take the hip with you as you rise all the way into Crescent Pose on the ball of that back foot facing the back of your mat. Hands heart center right here, sink in, and we take flight onto our standing leg, Warrior Three. Flex the foot. Inhale here, hold Warrior Three. Exhale, hands to the mat, standing splits. All right, we're gonna have the option here to open up the right side of the body for Half Moon Pose. Just lifting that leg externally, rotating that hip open. And if you are here, see if you can float that other arm up a little bit. It's a tough one, especially after a challenging bar class. You can always grab that bar as well. If you're there, hold here. We're gonna reach back for the quad stretch. So holding here, very helpful to have that bar or hand on the mat for this one. It's up to you. And release down, find forward fold. So toes face the back of the mat, head rests. Find that nice, easy, grounded space. Inhale, hands to the shins. Exhale, step it back to plank pose. We lower all the way to the mat, untuck the feet, press into the palms, lift the chest. Exhale, lower down, and rise back into downward facing dog. Holding here for 2 complete breaths. Inhale, exhale. 1 more complete breath. Exhale, release. Left leg lifts high. Flex the foot, gaze to the hands. Left foot steps through to lunge. Stay on the ball of that back foot. Arms sweep up, Crescent Pose. We're gonna lower in front of that front thigh and then pull back towards the bent leg, strengthening, straightening up through that back leg, opening up for the twist. Bring it back and sit in front, arms rise. Then everything opens up as the heel pivots down, and find a nice open Warrior Two. Bring the forearm to the thigh, top arm reaches up and over, extended side angle stretch. Hold here. Then open up the arms to a T and straighten up as much as you can, as much as you're comfortable with through that front leg here for Triangle Pose. Reaching up tall, and then we pivot all the way open to Star Pose. This time we bring the hands heart center, sink into squat, lower down, weight to the heels. Inhale, rise up tall, and pivot those feet back around to the front of the mat. Arms to a T, palms down. Bend into the front knee, Warrior Two. Back arm sweeps down. Take the hip with you as you come all the way through to Crescent Pose. So moving on to the ball of that back foot now. Sink into the hips. Hands heart center. And we take flight onto that standing leg. Warrior 3. Flex the foot. Inhale here. Exhale, hands down. And then option to open up to that half moon pose. So lots of options here for where you place that bottom hand. You can have it on the mat. You can go for the extra challenge of floating that hand off the mat. You can reach for a ball if you want, a little bit of extra balance stability, yoga block or dumbbell. Lots of options, friends, or the bar as well. All right, take the option for the quad stretch here. Opening up through the hip. Beautiful. And back to half moon, then release all the way down to the mat. Find that forward fold. Inhale, hands to the shins, half lift. And then this time we wrap the hands around the calves, just deepening that forward fold. Bending the knees slightly, pulling your body in, finding the deepest stretch that you can right here. Inhale, come back up, press the spine up. Exhale, walk it back to plank pose. We lower one last time all the way down. Inhale, upward facing dog, lifting those hips and knees off the mat. This time we tip it back to child's pose, letting the hips sink back towards the heels. So if you notice in this child's pose, I did keep my knees closer together because this time we're actually just going to lift the hips and then walk the hands out a little further. So puppy pose, knees are still under the hips, and just let the chest sink towards the mat. This is a nice stretch for the chest and under the arms as well. Hold here. One more breath in and out. Then we walk the hands in just a little bit, drop to the forearms, lift up onto the toes, and we're going to press the hips high, coming into Dolphin Pose. So it's a variation on downward facing dog. So just letting that head sink down towards the mat, but no weight is going onto the crown of the head. All of that energy is flowing through the back of the body and the upper body here. Inhale, exhale. One more complete breath. Then we drop to those knees and come on back to a seated pose. A couple of breaths to finish here. Go ahead and find that comfortable cross-legged pose. Maybe go the opposite way that we did earlier in the class. And we're going to take a couple breaths to finish. Inhale, arms sweep up, fill up. Exhale, bring it into the heart space. Inhale up. Exhale down. Last time, fill up completely. Oxygen fills the rib cage all the way up to the shoulders. Pause at the top. Exhale, release. And we are all finished, friends. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you like this bar and yoga flow, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day.